at the end of that exchange.
Down 8. Nice and clean. Stay upstairs.
8th round, and Spadafora has got a big job to do if the scorecards of Glenn and I are any guide. I've got it by 5 at this point to Dorin, the WBA champion. In his amateur days, he twice beat world champion Marco Rudolph. That's a measure of his quality, and he stopped Tonto Tonchev in a couple of rounds to win the European Championship in 1996. This is high-class form, isn't it?
Very, very high class. You know, the best in the world as an amateur, right up there. And you know, he's brought that through to the professional ranks, and with a style that, you know, is pretty technical but not flashy. You know, he doesn't flow that well, but he does a good job.
Well, it's a good mix, isn't it, I think, between boxing and a bit of brawling as well. He's not a heavy puncher, but he has cut up Spadafora tonight.
Hold on. Keep it clean on the break.
Keep it clean on the break, says Rudy Battle, the experienced referee. Well, I suppose somebody's O has to go tonight. Both undefeated so far.
Well, so far in, it looks like Spadafora is the one ready for his first defeat, unless he can turn it round.
Nice and clean.
It's a bit better from Spadafora. He's getting that jab working in this round, doubling up on it too. That's a cracking right hand, and wasn't it fast as well from Dorin?
And Dorin just picks his shot so well, then moves out of range. The jab comes in from Spadafora but misses.
Spadafora's doing a little bit better in this round. He's working harder, a little less coming from Dorin.
It's still in the shots that matter, the shots that seem to connect the better, come from Dorin.
I'm here.
Maybe not just quite as accurate in this round, apart from that big right that he got through with Dorin.
Well, Spadafora looking to move, getting out of that corner well, and throwing a couple of punches.
Now he's starting to get some lateral movement into it now, move off to the side, just change the angles instead of standing in front of Dorin. That he's done something he's done for most of the night.
Throwing a few more punches now, Spadafora.
Well, they think he's got it in the bag, the Romanian fans of Leonard Dorin. Close that last round. Maybe Spadafora won his first session just in a long while.
Remember what we worked on? He's getting them out. You hit him with the right hand as much as you want now. Yeah. Now you're going to keep your shoulder a little bit in the back. All right? You're going to try to knock him out this round. You need these rounds, though. No combinations. Let's get the.
You got 4 rounds, baby.
Hey, when you go out, spin the back leg. Don't go straight back. He's hitting you with the right hand.
Jesse Reed working the cuts, by the way, for Spadafora tonight, because his usual cut man is unavailable. I wonder if Jesse Reed knew it'd be this busy a night. No wonder there's so much blood around. Glenn Dorin's from Dracula country, isn't he? Romania.
Hey, nice and clean.
9th round. Spadafora still with work to do here. 4 rounds left in this. And maybe Dorin about that far in front. Maybe.
The last
Who knows how
round,
the judges are seeing it.
so in the last round, Spadafora picked up the work rate. I think he knows what he's got to do. He knows it's going to be a tough way for him to get back in the fight. He's got to throw a lot more punches.
Good right hand from Spadafora, who suddenly starts to look a bit more composed, and the crowd, sensing the change in mood in the fight, start to get behind their man. Maybe they're thinking it might not be a lost cause after all.
And now Spadafora, who's looking to take centre of the ring, and walks forward, taking the fight to Dorin.
Just a bit cuter now, Spadafora. Something seems to have gone out of Dorin. It's possible that one of these punches just caught him and knocked a bit of something out of him.
Well, he's just slowed down, showing a little bit more respect to Spadafora.
Let him go.
He's now lancing out that right lead to greater effect, and this is what we thought we'd see from Spadafora from the beginning.
Well, Spadafora maybe feels a bit of the strength, a bit of the buzz has gone out of Dorin. Something seems to have.
And listen to the crowd now. They sense that somehow the electrical current has been switched off in Dorin for the time being.
Maybe just hitting that point in a fight where it all starts to get hard. There's a little wall there when you wait for your second wind, and it seems as if Dorin has just hit that.
Like the marathon runner getting to about 17 miles.
Yeah, it always comes. If you've done your work, you get through it.
Spadafora has outboxed Dorin in this round, and it's not often we've been able to say that in this fight. There's definitely been a switch in the plot. Saw first signs within the last round, and Spadafora has built on that in quite a big way, and he's having his best round of the fight here. Definitely his round. That one goes to the IBF champion. Could be quite a finish, this.
Using your uppercut inside and keep spinning. Use your uppercut. Uppercut to the chin inside, off your right hook. Swallow the water. Pick him up with uppercuts from the inside, baby.
There's now a fever pitch atmosphere in the arena, Glenn.
Well, tremendous atmosphere. They really daubed that grease. They're not really sure what they've got in there.
Looked like a jar of honey.
As soon as you close, I want to see the right hook here. Yeah. As soon as you get close, short right hook, follow with the left then. Keep digging the right at the body.
We want speed. You forgot about speed, Bill. Speed and touch him. Don't try to knock him out now. Touch him, okay?
He looks more tired, Dorin.
Yeah, mentally tired. I think that's the corner. They've got to do more work. They've got to try and get him up. Bring something else out of Dorin.
And this is round 10. Dorin built up a biggish lead by halfway. At one point I had him 5 points ahead. On my card that's down to 3 now. And there are 3 rounds left. Spadafora might need them all.
Well, I think mine's very similar to yours here in 87-84 in Dorin's favour, but noticeably Spadafora coming back.
Just needs to re-establish himself a little, Dorin. Every round I notice one of the cornermen says to Dorin, go out there and knock him out.
Nice right hook inside from Spadafora, and it's Dorin who backs up.
Spadafora's a tough guy. His dad died of a drug overdose. He was shot in the leg by a policeman. He's come up the hard way, and there's a fair bit of grit about this performance. He's been through some bad times in this fight, but he's beginning to come through the fog.
Well, he is a little bit. I think you could be right with Dorin just starting to tire. He did a lot in the early rounds, but a good right hand from him there.
This is absolutely fascinatingly poised at the moment. Dorin again with the right hand. He's just picked up the pace a little again, and he's dabbing away now at the left eye, Spadafora. I wonder if the blood's starting to run into that. Yes, it's worse. It's a lot worse, that left eye at Spadafora. They can have boxing, big time boxing back in Pittsburgh again. Tell you what, your old hero Harry Greb out of Pittsburgh He would have approved of this, wouldn't he?
He certainly would have. This is back to his sort of day when they really give their all, and yet the legendary Harry Greb from these parts.
The only man to beat the great Gene Tunney is Greb. Died on the operating table, routine op, to correct some problem with his nose at the age of 32. I think they gave him too much anesthetic. I suppose those things used to happen in those days.
It took a lot to stop a heart as big as Harry Greb's.
Last half minute, round 10. These two are now just beginning to see the finishing post in the distance. Close one, this one.
This one's a close one, yeah, not a great deal in it. Dorin started to land with her cleanest shots again. Maybe his confidence coming back to him. He's got through the fog a bit.
Better from Dorin. He touched gloves again at the end of the round.
Beautiful run, beautiful.
Stop being the nice guy, okay? This guy wants you bad, he wants you live. Stop being the nice guy, all right?
I don't think they like him touching gloves with Spadafora like that at the end of the round.
It's over, all right?
Yeah.
Hey, Leonard, he's waiting for you with that right hook to the head.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yes.
Can you give me speed on the right hand to tease with your jab like you do now?
Yeah.
On your toe. Right hand to the body, left hook to the head. Very fast. You understand? 4 and 5
Well,
punches at a
they're
time.
seeing plenty in those corners, an awful lot to take in, but noticeably the eye is bleeding again. That eye just worsened a bit.
The overhand right, you got me?
Liberal amounts of grease to keep Spadafora in business. They've been fighting with these injuries quite a while now. I don't think they're going to be a factor in this late.
11.
Round 11. We're into the championship rounds here, aren't we?
Yeah, this is where it's won or lost. This is where you prove if you've got it. These are the hard rounds.
I think Spadafora needs this one pretty big. He's needed most of them for a while. Dorin almost sucked up some air there. Not worried a bit about fighting in the other guy's backyard, is he? Couldn't care less.
Well, we talk about how hard it is doing the 12 rounds these days, and Harry Greb's there. He had 1 year, he had 46 fights. Almost all 10 or 15 rounders.
Is that all?
In 1 year.
Don't get Glenn on Harry Greb, he'll go on all night. Oh, that's a good right hand from Dorin that time, and Spadafora again left his left glove hanging around by his hip. And you can see what's happened with those right hands. That's why he's got all that damage by the left eye.
So look at Dorin again. Look at the spring he's got in his step. The arm's starting to go. Look how much he's changed in the last couple of rounds. That's when you get past that wall, you get your second wind, and you start to feel good again.
Wonder how the judges have got it. There was a row about who exactly was going to be the judges. A lot of political manoeuvring. Dorin's people making complaints beforehand. We've got Pat Russell, Guillermo Pineda, and Gary Merritt, who is often used by the IBF. Pineda, a WBA appointed official. There's a bit of politics involved. You always worry about that, don't you, with the scorecards as well?
But it's still, for me, Dorin that's getting the cleanest shots on. The work of Spadafora is ragged. He's trying hard.
But he's stopped getting that jab away again, Spadafora now. Dorin has almost resumed the old service, hustling away, just doing that little bit more, it seems. Spadafora, I think, just lost his balance on a wet patch in the centre ring. He's quite clever, Dorin, at landing that right hand, the right, and then getting away again.
His left hand there as Dorin came in from Spadafora. crowd react to almost everything Spadafora throws.